In this video, we'll show you how to change the front wheel hub assembly on your Ford F-150. You can find it on CarParts.com via the link in the description. For safety reasons, we strongly suggest watching our video on how to jack your Ford F-150 safely. Disconnect the ABS sensor cable from the brake hose. Disconnect the vacuum lines using a fork. Using a ratchet and a 10mm socket, unscrew the bolt securing the brake hose bracket. Then, move the bracket aside. Now you need to remove the brake system. Tip: attach a piece of electrical cable or a hook to the subframe. Using a socket wrench and a 21mm socket, unscrew the two holding bolts on the caliper mount. Remove the caliper assembly and hang it on the hook. Lift it off using a small crowbar as a lever. Then remove the disc. In our case, we used a complementary method, which consists of screwing two bolts into the holes provided in the disc. This effectively removes the disc from the hub. Disconnect the ABS sensor's power cable. To do this, use a small screwdriver to push the red locking tab, then pull on the connector. Then use a fork to unclip all the clips that hold the ABS sensor cable in place. Using a ratchet and an 8mm socket, unscrew the bolt holding the ABS sensor cable clamp. Shift the ABS sensor cable to the other side of the brake system anchor plate. Remove the central wheel hub cover. You can use pliers. Then, locking the wheel hub rotation with a crowbar, unscrew the hub nut using a ratchet, an extender, and a 15mm socket. Hit the CV axle with a hammer and pin punch to release it from the wheel hub. Using a wire brush, brush the four wheel hub retaining bolts and spray them with penetrating oil. Using a ratchet and a 15mm socket, unscrew the four bolts holding the wheel hub to the knuckle. Remove the wheel hub assembly. Protect the threads at the end of the CV axle with a clean cloth. Brush off the wheel knuckle using a wire brush. Then scrub with fine sandpaper. Finish with brake cleaner and wipe with a paper towel. You can order the parts used in the video on CarParts.com via the link in the description. Take the new wheel hub assembly. Then, grease the CV axle and wheel knuckle with silicone grease to facilitate insertion of the wheel hub. Disconnect the vacuum hoses and use the tool you can find in the video description. This is a manual vacuum pump, highly recommended for the installation of the new wheel hub. Connect the pump to the large diameter nipple, then vacuum with the pump. This causes the wheel hub lock actuator gear to be drawn in. In these images, you can see how the wheel hub lock actuator operates. When your vehicle is in rear-wheel drive mode, the vehicle's vacuum pump operates and the hub lock actuator gear is drawn in, effectively disengaging the wheel hub bearing transmission. When the vehicle is in four-wheel drive mode, the vacuum is switched off, the hub lock actuator switches on, and the transmission connects to the wheel hub. To install the new part, it is important to get the gear in using the vacuum pump so that it can be easily and completely inserted into the wheel hub. Install the wheel hub assembly, aligning the bolt holes with those on the brake backing plate. Remember to thread the ABS sensor cable through the hole provided for it. Retighten the four bolts first by hand. Then tighten it until it makes contact with the ratchet. Finish tightening using a torque wrench. Verify the correct operation of the assembly using the vacuum pump. You can now reconnect the vacuum hoses. Put the ABS sensor cable back in place, then screw the mounting bracket back on. Replace the ABS sensor cable in its slots. Then reconnect it. Replace the hub nut. Then, while blocking the rotation of the hub with a crowbar, screw it back on. Finish tightening using a torque wrench. Put the cover back on the nut. You can use a plastic mallet. Then, clean the wheel hub with brake cleaner and paper towel. Reinstall the brake disc. You can now reinstall the caliper assembly and screw it back on. Finish tightening using a torque wrench. Don't forget to remove the cable that you used to hold the caliper assembly together. Put the brake hose back in place, then screw the mounting bracket back on. Reconnect the vacuum lines. Replace the ABS sensor cable in its slot. Then you will be able to put the wheels back on your vehicle. Put the car back on the ground and block the wheels properly. Operation complete.
Quality parts, priced right.